Hey guys, Straho here. Welcome to another lucky score before I upload my 386 DOS video in a couple of days. I have found this awesome Asus P2B-S with an awesome Intel 440 BAHX chipset. For me, the BAHX has always been special. I have used this chipset for years, since 1999, first with a Pentium 2 based Celeron 300A and up to a 2 based Pentium 3 several years later, of course with the help of two converters. When I film my P6 Pentium 2 episode, I will show you how by blocking pin 21B on Celeron 300A you can overclock it to 450 MHz, even if your motherboard does not support overclock via jumpers or by software in system BIOS. The biggest problem of the BAHX, however, in my opinion, is the IDE controller. It's integrated here in the Southbridge, and it supports Ultra DMA mode 2, which means maximum speed of 33 megabytes per second. Actually, it's the same Southbridge Intel used for the Socket 7 Intel 430TX chipset, thus the lower speed of the IDE controller. That, however, is not a big problem in our case, because here we have fortunately this glorious Adaptec Ultra 2 SCSI controller that has maximum speed of 80 megabytes per second. And back to our Southbridge here, it's in charge also for those two USB ports, our system CMOS is inside, and also our real-time clock. This is our time crystal, as you know, and those two ESA slots are also connected to it, and via this WinBond chip all the legacy devices are also connected, our two COM ports, our parallel port, and our two floppy drives. And let's get back to our Southbridge here. It's connected to the Northbridge via the PCI bus, and on the other hand the Northbridge is connected to the system memory and the central processing unit via the 64-bit frontside bus. Via another 64-bit channel, the Northbridge is connected to the accelerated graphics port here. About our processor, the second level cache is on board the processor card, and depending on the processor generation it operates on the same speed as the processor core, half the speed of the processor core, such as in our case here, and can even have no level 2 cache at all as in the first generation of Celerons. What else can I say about the board? As you can see, we have some inductors here and here, some voltage regulators here and here, a lot of capacitors. They are all used to supply the processor and other logic with the proper voltages. Here we have this Asus labeled chip. This is actually a rebranded WinBond one, and this is our hardware monitor, temperatures, other sensors, etc. And on this big unpopulated space, this is where our networking controller could have been, not on this board obviously. Here's some space for networking port. Actually, I have the same controller on a PCI networking card, and I'm gonna show it to you when I film my P6 Pentium 2 video. To sum up this episode, I'm really looking forward to pairing this with NVIDIA Riva TNT, two Voodoo 2s in SLI mode, and a Pentium 2 450 MHz CPU, and we will make some tests to see if an overclocked Celeron 300A can be a match to it. Before I do that, however, I will make my 386 DOS video, so see you in a couple of days, guys. Thanks for watching. Computer Caveman out.